do need a strong start. They really do need to start off strong here and just crush Fnatic early.
Well, we are live now. Fnatic are going to be on the terrorist side, and it's going to be LDLC and MBK starting off with a good kill here. Grenade rains down. It does some damage to flusha, but it could have been a lot better. He's trying to throw out some grenades just here to buy some time for his teammates to come in, and one of them is shoxie. Happy he's going to pick up another headshot here. It's looking good right now for the French team as Fnatic try and get up to the bomb site. They're actually getting shot from behind. shoxie making his way back in. MBK, second headshot of the round for him, and that leaves olofmeister to go down next. Shocked with that headshot, and KRiMz is going to fall. They got the bomb plant, and that's all they got.
That's everything, pretty much. I mean, Smithzz is the only guy, and I'm amazed that Smithzz lasted that long, especially when he got headshot instantly when he peeked long to begin with. So that was a really solid start for LDLC. And of course, they did really call for it, you know, like the A play. They knew, it felt like they knew exactly where Fnatic were going to go because they put two guys up on short early. They managed to pick that guy off so they don't have to worry about Cat. And then the rest of them are long, so they can all just close in.
And if you're Fnatic at this point and you make this rush up A, the best thing that can happen to you is if you catch a couple of CTs right on that A corner. And actually no one was there, so yeah, LDLC were just in a good position to deal with what Fnatic were throwing at them. Now they're going to be up against a pistol round here with a bunch of P250s, which is a cool idea. No CSET 75s.
No
I like
CSETs, yeah. Just P250. I mean, not a huge investment. They really do want to get the nades early, I think, here, Fnatic. Have as much gear as they can, but there we go. Instant headshot on Smithzz. He's just not lucky with this so far, but he does get a good spray down. Flusha down to 1 HP. Kioshima not managing to control the spray, but he'll get the job done with the pistol just the same. This is looking like another solid round for LDLC. And once again, Smithzz, he's looking at his mate like, you got to help me, bro. Again, he's the only guy to die.
Oh, man. Well, that is a little bit sad, but we'll see if he's not. I mean, you know, talking of Dust 2 and talking of you know, LDLC's chances of winning, obviously Smithzz with the AWP is something that is really fun to watch. He's very good on this map with that rifle, so we'll see. It's actually shoxie who's going to be picking it up, so throwing us for a bit of a loop. But I mean, shoxie has had his moments too. I would prefer them to see Smithzz doing, and shoxie's going to go super aggressive here, and flusha is gone instantly. That's a pretty cool way of doing it as well. Just making sure Fnatic are out of their comfort zone early on.
Exactly. You know, keep that pressure up on them. Don't let them set up. And there you go. shoxie in mid. He gets KRiMz. He legs him with the CZ, and he's going to take out the West. kioshima and Smithzz lending him a hand, but this is looking so good for LDLC at this point. It's down to Pronax, and Smithzz is still alive.
What a way to start. Great double kill from shoxie here. It's going to be Smithzz going down again. Semler, what are you doing?
I cursed him.
Why?
I'm sorry, Smithzz. Oh yeah, I'll get him a glass of wine or something later to cheer him up. But that is still, you know, just losing like 3 rounds running. They only lose 1 guy. CT side does 2. This is excellent for the economy here, not for LDLC as well. They're going to really be able to start building up a bank. Fnatic, they're not going to have a lot of kills to go off of, so their stuff isn't that great. And they didn't get a plant that last round, so we should be seeing another round of eco, and that's just what's happening.
Imagine if shoxie had an AK when they were lined up like that. They're going to run in, and actually 2 of them are going to burn Smithzz with a triple kill, all grenades. This must be a first. Now it's going to be down to JW in a 1-on-5. That's 2 Molotovs, 1 HG kill. And this time Smithzz actually survives and comes up with a triple. Very nicely handled.
He makes up for it at the end. Seals the map with fire, but I'm really impressed with how quick these rounds are actually happening here. You know, LDLC, they're really, even in the buy round, they really try and get in Fnatic's face early, put the pressure on them early, and don't let Fnatic get comfortable. Because we were talking about this yesterday, you know, especially when, you know, VP were playing against Fnatic, you know, playing a bit too passively, letting Fnatic have the time to set up and get comfortable on their T side. You can't allow that, and LDLC are clearly determined to stop that from happening.
Happy waiting down here in lower dark. He's going to pick up the first kill there on KRiMz. That's definitely a big loss for Fnatic, losing him. He's such a good player. Pronax will get the return frag, so it's not the end of the world here. Fnatic actually probably coming out a little bit on top, even if JW is hurt right now. It's good for them to just trade evenly when they're on the terrorist side. We shall see if they can come up with something better here. I mean, right now, they just need to win a good 6 or 7 rounds in this first half, and I think they're going to be all right.
That's it. You know, they've got that flying start already. 4 rounds on the board. flusha is right around the corner, though. This is going to open it up. kioshima hits the timing. Can't readjust in time, but his mate is there. Smithzz right there to get the refrag. And that's exactly how LDLC have to play that sort of situation as well. If they're going to peek forward with one guy, another guy has to be behind him very close so that they can instantly get that kill. So really well done there by LDLC, working together as a unit. And shoxie going to miss that shot from long and actually get headshot by olofmeister. All of a sudden, we turn this into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why Smithzz is so far away still. Really, really late calls. There's some sort of communication issue going on here for LDLC because they were waiting a long, long, long time before they started moving over here. Good headshot through the box onto Pronax is going to keep him just hiding behind here. But the bomb, I'm guessing it Must be planted for long somehow, because they're moving down to take long anyway. Pronax waiting up here, and olofmeister is going to pick up the kill. Now it's down to NBK, gets a good headshot on the first player. Pronax still just trying to hide. He's going to go down, and NBK has the kit, and he has time for it.
He does. He just... Oh, this is going to be cutting it so close.
No,
but he is going to do it.
He has it. Very, very cool. So that's a great 1-on-2 clutch for MBK. But honestly, don't think it should have been that close at all. I think shoxie just like played it much more passively and safe. They were a 3-on-2.
They could have. You know, I was actually going to kind of take points off of MBK for playing so aggressively when Smithzz was still rotating, right? If he gets picked off, then Smithzz can't do a thing from the position he's in. But it works out in the end for LDLC. MBK managing to pick off olofmeister fairly quickly there in that 1v2. olofmeister's already prepared for Smithzz, and a bit too predictable there, Smithzz. You know, it is pretty much his trademark shot, you know, hitting that flash and crouching for the shot, but it's also, you know, something that Fnatic are going to be familiar with.
They want to move quickly into the middle. shoxie is going to get picked off. There is someone on short. Happy's going to be jumping down, and KRiMz is ready to receive him. Certainly was a bit of an action-packed move, but it's not really going to work out at the end. Leaving NBK, who hasn't actually died yet, but this might be around where he does. They have a lot of time to find him, and at this point, kind of almost wish they had delayed planting the bomb and just like spread out across the map to find him, because actually picking off NBK right now would be nice for them.
It would be big. Same side of that coin though is that Fnatic don't necessarily have a whole lot of cash as well to buy up rifles, so they can afford to go up a couple players here, but more than that, it gets risky. And NBK playing from pit, this position is actually pretty strong to be holding from. So we'll see if Fnatic can close in on him eventually here, but it looks like Fnatic are playing it fairly safe. Pronax is going to be the closest one, and he's going to be able to look from Goose into pit. He should be able to spot NBK out. NBK certainly spots him, and there's the duel.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot there.
There's a good headshot, and the rest are simply too far away. He can just hide at this point, and he'll be all right. We're not really sure. Now he's going to go down at the end, so JW will actually take him out. They lose 2 players taking that that M4 away. I think it's worth it. They still save both the orbs, and they just make LDLC spend a little bit more money here. It's not just the rifle, it's also the armor and the whatever grenades he had, so I mean...
shoxie's got the AWP this time around. olofmeister very close to hitting that shot as they go running across through that smoke cover. At LDLC right now, they're looking like they want to go for some aggression into Upper Dark. Again, 2 guys pushing up close, but JW's here with the AWP. He's holding that angle, and he misses the shot.
Yeah, and they're not going to try and re-peek it. They're actually going to fall back, and they had 3 people initially in this B bomb site, which is definitely a lot more than you normally see. If this turns into a B split push, it'd be an incredibly nice read from LDLC, and Fnatic are going to have a really hard time doing it.
This is an interesting approach that LDLC are decided to take here. Giving Fnatic full control of mid. Not really putting up too much of a fight. They've decided to just hole up on that B side, expecting Fnatic to go for a B split. And instead, Fnatic are currently gathering up. Perhaps, I mean, depending on the information they get, they can definitely go towards A right now because the bomb is still sitting top mid.
But LDLC, no. They're checking and finding out, well, none of Fnatic members are here. They should start making a couple of rotations over. And you see shoxie's moving into the middle now. And that's because Smithzz is moving up and finding out more and more about what's happening. So now the communication is a lot better here on LDLC. I'm really loving this. They're moving over to that A bomb side. They know what's happening. And the worst part is Fnatic don't know that LDLC knows. So this is going to be really tough for the Swedish team to deal with. NBK down to the pit. It's a nice initial headshot on KRiMz. And kioshima there to back him up. The bomb is dropped down here. olofmeister gets a good return. And JW as well. It's a double orb.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that cross-op play, but Happy is there on the site itself, and now it is just the remaining 2 ops here for Fnatic. They have to crack this site in a 2v3. LDLC, ow, and shoxie's waiting in CT. As soon as olofmeister tries to cross over, take that shot through the gap in the smoke. He's not going to make it happen. JW will get the parting shot on Happy. But that is all about LDLC getting out on that map, pushing to get the information, and then instantly rotating over as soon as they figured out exactly what Fnatic were doing.
And just to throw back a little bit to the games we saw yesterday, I think one of the sort of main points of criticism we were talking about during the actual game was that when you let Fnatic take map control and play their own game, they have setups to try and shut you down. And actually what LDLC are doing at the moment is making sure that Fnatic don't get too much time to set up everywhere, at least not without getting found out just a little bit. So it's kind of cool to see LDLC doing. I hope they're going to adapt this strategy across all the maps, basically. Just don't let Fnatic get into good positions and then execute from there, because they're very good at it. They're pretty the best in the world at doing that right now.
Exactly. Like, don't let them get comfortable. And this is kind of a rule of thumb for whichever your opponent is and whichever you're facing. But for Fnatic in particular, you want to definitely get in their face early. This is going to be a round of eco here for Fnatic because they do get their money reset after losing that round. No consecutive wins. So, bit of a problem here for Fnatic. They're going to have to work to get that momentum back. Oh, mid-air shot onto shoxie. He's going to pick up the second one as well. This is turning into a turkey shoot. There's the third, and shoxie with the pistol gets the shot as well. Drops KRiMz down to 18 and finishes the job with the AWP. So a quad kill there for shoxie, holding from the A slope. And LDLC, that's a perfect anti-eco round for them.
Pretty smooth sequence coming out here from the French player, and as usual, he doesn't look all that excited. You know, oh yeah, all in a day's work. Well, fair enough, Shoxie. We're going to be going into the next round any second now, and it's going to be the 9th round. In fact, Galil purchased here on flusha. Fnatic could end up having a horrible time here on Dust 2. What a way to start the grand finals. I mean, Fnatic are definitely the favorites to make it out of this grand finals as you know, champions. And it'd be foolish to say anything else. But
as was mentioned at the beginning in the pre-match talk, right? Thor, you know, he brought this up as Dust 2 being one of Fnatic's weaker maps, and I definitely agree with him on this. You know, it's something we like when we see these best of 3s and the last map is Dust 2. A lot of the times we say the team that is facing Fnatic just need to survive until Dust 2. If they could pick up a map before that, then all of a sudden, you know, they can have a chance at winning. And we're seeing that now. LDLC, they've done their homework on their CT side of Dust 2, and it's definitely working to their advantage.
Shox just right on the ledge, able to jump down if you miss the shot. Something that we saw popularized by the old Virtus Pro player Fox, the Russian Fox, who's not playing that much anymore, but I think there was even a rumor he might come back and play at some point. Either way, Happy's up here. It's going to be a Molotov through, but it's a little bit too late as JW actually gets the opening kill, and Shox is going to fall back defending. They do have kioshima right on the ramp as well, so it's not all over here for LDLC. Fnatic, on the other hand, they really do need to win this round, otherwise they're going to be ecoing. Grenade rains in, that Molotov, is it going to buy time? KRiMz taking a lot of damage here, much more than he should. kioshima going to charge right through, and there's a whole firing squad waiting for him, so now Shox has to come up even bigger than last time, and he won't. olofmeister's going to shut him down. Smithzz right on the ram, it's a good headshot. They should just focus on putting the bomb down, but flusha is going to pick up that kill. And MBK down on long here, not much of a chance for him to do anything. Getting some headshots in, they don't have to fight him unless they want to, and actually he's going to pick up 2 kills before they initially take him down. It's one of those situations where Fnatic really needs to think about their priorities, but they come out on top, and you know, that's worth a lot for them.
Pronax grinning right there, despite the fact that they lose 3 guys, so it is going to have an impact, especially when you're talking about flusha walking around with a Galil to begin with. Now they're really going to have to try and spread that money out. They will be able to save Shoxie's AWP, so JW is going to be happy about that. Otherwise, they just wouldn't have had the money to buy him the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So Fnatic, you know, they do manage to come out ahead in that exchange despite everything. And now LDLC, I mean, they've still got 7 rounds on the board on their CT side of Dust 2. This is a phenomenal start for them. So it's going to be really tough for Fnatic now to gauge where LDLC are going to come from, because LDLC can continue to just pressure them and keep that aggression up.
Yeah, I think if Fnatic can make their way to 6 rounds here in the first half, they're not going to be in such a bad position.
No.
I mean, the map has changed a lot in terms of balance, so
we actually expect to see much, if not very close halves.
Yeah.
You know, CT's just coming out flat ahead.
Yeah.
So this is Dust 2 is definitely changing. And Pronax himself, he's like, you know, it's a CT side now. A lot of these maps are turning into CT sides because the smokes are powerful and the team play is just getting to a level where it's really tough to deal with cracking a defense.
And the CSET 75 is incredibly good defensively, so it's another factor to consider. Now, they are actually taking a bomb to upper dark, and they have 2 people on short, so if you want to do a B-split push, generally clearing out short is a pretty good idea. And olofmeister has that smoke, which I think he actually just used up at the A-bomb side instead, so that makes me a little bit curious. Are they just going to fake A right now and just run out B instead? That's a really, really bold strategy. kioshima gets caught trying to rotate. The perfect timing here for Fnatic. Now Smithzz has to get some godlike crossover shots here, and he's going to leg one person. That's already pretty good. The grenade, is he going to get it in time? No, he won't. It bounces the wrong way. Happy takes off olofmeister though. Bit of an underhand throw up here. JW, is he going to go aggressive behind this? He's just waiting. But the bomb has been planted. It's a 3-on-3.
There really isn't a reason for him to push out right now. They can just hold on the site, trying to abuse the choke point, this door, exactly what JW is doing. Shoxie's going to try and rotate in through upper dark now, and this is going to be a crucial battle between him and flusha, who's holding at the back plateau. flusha has to shut down Shoxie immediately, but Shoxie finds the shot through the box.
Now Shox alone, 1-on-2. The bomb's already so far ticked, and he doesn't have a kit picked up. There's not much he can do, so he's going to end up making his way out of there. Fnatic hit that timing perfectly. If they start pushing through that smoke and kioshima isn't rotating, he's just waiting behind that box, they'll have to stand and fight him for a while, and that's going to buy so much time. It's not even about kioshima getting a bunch of kills. No. It's just about him being able to stay alive, but they caught him right as he stepped out. olofmeister purchased a sort of shotgun. I'm pretty sure that was a mistake. They're not that good on Dust 2. Not really that good on any map.
On any map, no. They've reduced the range of how effective it is as well as the pellets. So really, Slanoff, it's more of a joke gun if you're trying to troll your opponents. But there you go. Shoxie's going to find the pick. MBK trying to rush in to pick up that AWP if he can. It's not going to happen, though. He gets chased away.
But this is scary as hell right now because they actually have just one AWP on the LDLC side. If Fnatic lose to a round like this, that will be soul destroying. That will be crushing them. Happy waiting right here. CZ 75 in hand, and he almost picks up Pronax as well. Again, the power of that gun is just well proven at this point.
And that's a scary battle as well. The CZ battle that's going on between JW and MBK. JW really trying to defend this AWP as best he can. flusha will find the entry on B side. However, kioshima is gone, but Smithzz is still lurking on the other side of the smoke, using it to his advantage. This could be some very tricky plays. Smithzz tries to jump on the opportunity there, but cannot land the shot on flusha. And it's going to be Fnatic stabilizing somewhat. They've got the bomb on the B side at least.
Pronax playing a smart game right here, and shoxie is almost going to catch him, but not quite, leaving it to MBK. He's going to take the kill, and now it's a one-on-one, and he's so close to the bomb side. He actually has time to do this. Even without the kit, he can get in here. Already a double, walking in, flusha hiding behind the box. MBK, he's checking as much as he can, and flusha's going to win it for him. Very important round there for Fnatic. Triple kill as well for the Swedish clutch player.
That was such a... I mean, that all came down to basically LDLC holding some really smart angles, but Fnatic able to really just build off of flusha's entry, the double entry on the B site for him, picking up kioshima in window and then surviving Smith's onslaught. That was just such a crucial round, and it was a large part due to flusha in particular, just stepping up his game and managing to give those kills. I mean, it's so tough to deal with the CZs, with the Deagles these days, just because they do so much damage that even an anti-eco round is no longer a stroll in the park.
And look at how they actually managed to do this then. They can still afford a buy here in the 12th round on the LDLC side, although they will lose shoxie early on, who had no armor, but just an AWP. So very easy target once you get those body shots in there. It's going to make it almost impossible to do anything back. Pronax waiting up at the bomb site. The bomb should be going down any second here. Fnatic actually taking their time getting into it, but LDLC are not even going to try and fight this. They're just wanting to save the rifles, because they're going to be flat out ecoing if they lose these rifles.
Exactly. They kind of do have MBK boxed in here. MBK's given away his position as well with those shots out with the M4, so they know at least one guy's at long. There is kioshima on a bit of a mission right now. He has to be a little bit careful, though. He must have heard the steps, and he did. He turns around in time, and olofmeister, this could be a free kill here for him, and he's going to get it.
So that is very good. Again, everything matters. They've already lost 2 of the 5 rifles they had, including that AWP. KRiMz taking a bit of a fight with kioshima, and is not going to come out on top. Very important double kill here, but JW's just like a sentry in the middle, waiting for someone to cross on over. So this is fine for Fnatic. Losing a couple of rifles to steal them away from LDLC is well worth it at this point in the game. Fnatic have bounced right back into this game. I'd still say LDLC have like a decent first half on their hands, but this could actually go horribly wrong for them. Considering how far they were ahead, mentally speaking, this is going to start to eat at them, without a doubt.
If they let Fnatic just walk back in and take the remaining 3 rounds, I think you're right. It's going to be really tough for them to bounce back, especially seeing as how they are kind of the underdogs in this match. I mean, they are the underdogs in this match. Fnatic right now, practically the undisputed best team in the world. So if you're going to be behind at all versus this team, you're in for some sad times. That is so annoying, though. The jumping shot. flusha pinned down now behind the box.
Yeah, he's going to have to use smoke to get out of there, which is also pretty annoying. And now he's just going to hide in the middle of everything. He's down to 2 health from that grenade that was thrown out. Living life pretty much on the edge is flusha. But if he can get this kill on Happy, man, that'd be a great mind game. Happy going to walk in and he actually goes down. flusha is a god when it comes to stuff like this. Almost every other player would have just thrown out that smoke and ran away.
He knows. Oh, opportunity here for Smithzz. He's going to get caught out, however. JW and olofmeister are going to double team him. flusha has found MBK in the meantime, so that scout is gone. kioshima, upper guard, does manage to hold it down, but he's got more company on the way, and it's not going to happen for him. shoxie is going to find himself alone pretty much here on the other side of the map.
This went from being just such a good first half for LDLC to now being very, very tricky. If this finishes 8-7, I think LDLC are going to be mentally in a very bad spot. And I think Fnatic are going to feel like, yeah, well, we're just an incredible CT-sided team as well. Like, we're very good at playing with CT side, and this is just going to be a walk in the park. I'm really worried for LDLC. They need to come back and win these last 2 rounds, make it 9-6, and then win the piss round on the second half. Otherwise, this could get out of control quick.
I agree. They're going once again for that. I mean, LDLC have had a different approach as well, considering their CT side of Dust too, really focusing on holding bomb sites and not necessarily battling it out in mid. They have, I mean, towards the end of the half as well, you see the evolution of a CT side where they're very aggressive to start at the beginning of the half when the rounds are still up. But towards the end, right, they really do start to slow down their game. So Fnatic, this is also giving Fnatic a little bit more comfort. They realize, okay, now we forced LDLC to get back on the sites. They're not really coming at us too aggressively. We can actually start to play a bit more of our game now.
And LDLC have had a bunch of rounds that have involved scouts and FAMASs and very few grenades as well. So I mean, they forced it up a couple of times here, and they did it again this time. Smithzz with a good return kill on flusha, super important right now. But olofmeister is walking his way, and he's making noise, so I'm pretty sure shoxie knows he's going to find the right timing. He's trying to flash himself in, and that's going to be a good kill to start off with. So now it's a 4-on-3. The bomb is making its way up short, but look down the middle. JW's actually waiting for anyone to come in through, and he's just trying to make sure no one can rotate over to help Shox too much.
He's been spotted though, so they do know. But it is going to be the rotation coming in from Smithzz through dark instead. So it's going to be a cat battle there. Shot landed onto Pronax. That's going to drop him fairly low, but shoxie is still here. He finally gets flanked by JW. NBK trying to land the running shot. He's not going to get it, but he is going to find Pronax.
Yeah, grenade up there, not going to take down JW, but Smithzz coming up from behind. Will KRiMz. It's now a 1-on-1. Happy's waiting here with the FAMAS, and KRiMz with the AK on the other side. That bomb not ticked so far yet. He walks right in, and KRiMz is going to be able to pick it up and make it 7-7. They equalize the score, and obviously LDLC are obviously going to buy us the 15th round coming up now, but yeah, I think that face on Happy says everything that we were just talking about.
Yeah, that's the face of frustration right there. Not being able to come out ahead in a 1v2 situation. KRiMz getting picked. I mean, KRiMz basically picking up Smithzz, and you're thinking great work by Smithzz. You know, 2 frags in the round, does manage to actually lock down his side of the map, but when it comes down to it, they just can't quite find the kills. So Fnatic now in a fantastic position. They're full bot, whereas LDLC have to go for another 4 spot.
It's a good headshot from kioshima, but it's not enough with the FAMAS to take down JW, so he still gets the return. And they're out a man early on. Smithzz with a good one here. Can he get a little bit more? If he can just hit JW, he's going to go down, and it'll be all worth it.
Smoke is going to go down, though, and they do manage to stabilize at a 4-4 situation here. LDLC, it looks like they want to start convening on mid once again as well. Although Smithzz dangerously close to leaving that site. Definitely does not want to do that.
Oh man, Shox is taking a bit of a risk. He's got Happy down there in the middle. Are they going to be able to time this well enough? He spots Pronax, and that's the first kill. Bombs dropped as well, but olofmeister peeking in lightning fast. Thought it was going to be maybe JW standing up. Now it's up to NBK in this bomb side. He's going to have to come up really big here. Got the M4 in hand. Takes down the first, takes down the second as well. And now it's down to JW here. NBK looking for a triple, but Happy's coming up from behind. They've got him boxed in. This should be LDLC taking this last round. And there it is. Happy, 1 click. Bit of a revenge for last time, and it finishes 8-7 in favor of the French LDLC team. But considering where this started off, Semler, I think they're going to be disappointed. How many rounds did they win in a row to begin with? Is it 6 or 7? 6,
I believe. So, I mean, yeah, this is still definitely a very feasible win here for LDLC. They can come out ahead in this still because they do get that 8th round. This was key, actually, this moment right here, because Fnatic are coming in, they're running in because they expect NBK to still be holding on long. They've killed off shoxie, and we've seen throughout this entire first half, shoxie's been holding a lot on A slope. So once Fnatic kills shoxie, they think, okay, that's it. The site is open. We can run in and try and cut NBK off when he tries to rotate back from pit at long. But NBK was 1 step ahead, already rope on that site. So 2 free kills there. That was just a really nice. Well, basically, it's going off of information, and Fnatic that time around just didn't have the correct info. So, as far as things are going to progress here in the second half, I mean, it goes without saying, LDLC, they need to get the strong start with the pistol. And I'm curious because that's another thing that they were discussing, you know, what they would do on their T-side pistol, and everybody was arguing pretty much like which one they should go for. Like shoxie's like, we should use my play, and then NBK's like pushes him out of the way, like, no, we should use my gun round. So
I mean, back in very games or Titan, when Shox and Existence were on the same team, and actually Existence was the calling, it was always Shox calling pistol rounds. That was like his specialty. So not everybody knows that, but that's definitely how it worked out. So we'll see if he can pull out a little bit of magic here. If Fnatic win this pistol round, I think they're in a pretty good position to try and deal with it. And Fnatic have a great read here. They're thinking, yeah, they're going to come long, so we have 3 people over here. Now, 1 is rotating back, and that could mess up a lot right here. JW's in the corner. Pronax is trying to be the distraction. Nice shot from JW. He's getting overwhelmed. He's still getting 2 kills and time to reload as well. olofmeister comes in. The bomb is dropped, and JW finally goes down, but it's too late in the game right now. The bomb is down here. Kiyoshima's the only one covering it, and Fnatic are swarming them.
Exactly. They're going to close right in here. Happy trying to take the battle in mid. He's now the last man alive for LDLC. He's miles away from the bomb, and Fnatic know exactly where he is as well. They're just going to come and hunt him down. There isn't a whole lot of hope here for Happy in this position. 1v4. I do like that Kioshima actually went for the fake flash nade. You see that through the decoy, and everybody starts turning away. That was a bit of an opportunity there, but it didn't pan out.
Now, this is just one of those wonderful moments in Counter-Strike that we don't get nearly enough of, where you actually can tell that the teams have been studying each other and that the in-game leader actually has a really, really significant role to play. Absolutely brilliant work from Pronax here. I mean, at that point, it's almost like he's sort of micromanaging his team and saying, I'll put my troops over at long because I'm pretty sure LDLC are going to go for this one. And he was exactly right. So that's super cool. That's one of the most enjoyable parts of this game. And sometimes it's a little bit hard to catch because there's so much else going on. But that was definitely a moment where Pronax just won Fnatic that pistol round. Yeah,
he got that read. JW with the 2 kills as well. When you think that he should be pretty much dead instantly, or at least just getting a 1-for-1, him coming out ahead with 2 kills is just massive for Fnatic. And LDLC pretty much playing to LDLC. This is like LDLC's style. You know, if they can force up, if they think they have a situation where they should be able to force up, they will. And now they go for the CZ armor. Very limited nades though, so it's going to come down to whether they can rush somebody down here. And flusha is going to be a bit exposed on the B slope if they can get up to him fast enough.
Waiting right here, it's a good early headshot, but Smithzz will get the good return, leaving just one person. That's KRiMz inside, and in that corner, it's not the best corner. He actually can't move around. Like, he's going to try and go up a dark, which is actually a very smart idea from KRiMz. Super well played. He drops the bomb as well. KRiMz, that was the perfect decision. If he was trapped in that corner, he would have gone down immediately. Happy coming up from behind, though. Pronax will take down MBK, and now it's a 3-on-1 as Happy's the only man standing. He's going to go down, but that might not have seemed like a lot, but the fact that KRiMz did that is super smart. And there's another team, just to, again, throw a little bit of perspective on this, another team that's actually started doing this almost consistently, which is Titan. Whenever there's a push out middle, look at this in the future, and Existence is covering that doorway looking into the middle. Very often, they actually make the choice to say, all right, instead of defending the bomb site and being attacked from window and the doors, we'll just push up a dark and take out whoever's coming from there, and then that's it. You don't have anything to do.
In general, there's going to be less people coming in from there. You're talking about 1 to 2 guys basically coming in from upper dark. So if you can take that fight and win it, well, best case scenario is the bomb carrier is there, then you get control of the bomb. So KRiMz pretty much, you know, he's probably smiling to himself as soon as he drops that man carrying that bomb because he realizes we've got this round in the bag at this point.
Yeah. It wasn't like the most cinematic frag, but it was a high-impact build that he just put out there. Very nicely done. And now, obviously, LDLC have to eco here. So Fnatic are going to probably be able to make this 10-8 unless something crazy happens, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be the thing. shoxie doing a good job. Oh, no! He stands up as he puts the bomb down, and that actually kills that bomb plant for them. Oh, no. That would have been a very important bomb plant if they could have got that. Again, they just need all the buy rounds they can get in the second half here.
They need all the money. And this is, I mean, it's starting to look like Fnatic. It's starting to look like this first half all over again. Now the question is, are LDLC, are they going to be able to stop Fnatic short of that 4th round win? And here we go, LDLC, 19th round. They're going to go for the buy, but this is the crucial one. This has to be the turning point for LDLC, where they stop Fnatic. They don't have a repeat of the first half, and they're able to turn it around for themselves. Well, LDLC going for a very standard play, in fact, but olofmeister pulling a bit of a shoxie, taking a peek into lower dark with the AWP.
Wanted to see if he could catch anyone off, but it's not going to happen. And I mean, the fact that Fnatic have this double up so early, and this is pretty early in the game to be pulling this out in the second half, is pretty damn cool. olofmeister trying to turn around for the flash. He picks up the kill as well on shoxie, but Smithzz is coming through. And they get the second one on flusha. He's just going to stay alive for way too long. And it's a combined effort between KRiMz, JW, and flusha. They just shut down that push from LDLC.
Yep, trying to think of how that could have been any different for LDLC. The only thing is they need to kill flusha. flusha has to die instantly, just like in the second round, where Smithzz is able to get the kill instantly on flusha, who's crouching behind these boxes. That needed to happen here for LDLC, so they didn't have to be worried about getting caught in a vice the way they just did. So if flusha lives the way he does, that round is just over for LDLC because they have to deal with him.
Oh, grenade. Now they're going to get... Oh, actually, MBK took a lot of damage. And now you can kind of sense, maybe you can, that JW is starting to get into his own a little bit here. You know, he's feeling it. He's got the combo as well, which is never fun. We'll see how this is going to turn out.
Oh, that bomb gets dropped up on the box as well. So flusha and JW working together in tandem. Kioshima is going to get picked up from upper dark, and then they just barely find Happy over on Cat. This is turning into the cleanup crew here for Fnatic, but what's really scary is that this is starting to turn into that boulder that's rolling downhill. The momentum, man, it's a big orange and gray and like off gray boulder, and it's just not going to stop for anything. You know, LDLC, they've got the barricade, but it's not going to be enough here.
It isn't, and I mean, at least I had that feeling in the beginning. LDLC, you know, they won all those rounds in a row on the first half. It was looking so good. JW shutting it down, and they're pushing super aggressively middle. Fnatic pulling out whatever they can here to just throw LDLC completely off. And remember, this is a best of 5. If you can start off by sort of just mentally sapping the energy from LDLC, you're doing really well. Especially because, as we, as Thorin also said in the pre-show, this is one of the maps that LDLC have a really good chance of winning against Fnatic.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
It's a strong map. I mean, this is definitely the stronger map for LDLC. Fnatic is one of the weaker ones for them. So this is, I mean, if you're going to start the best of 5, this is LDLC's biggest opportunity for a strong start. Now they just have to try and figure out a way to get this going for themselves. LDLC, oh no, he goes walking past JW, but he turns back in time. JW is gone, and Happy has found KRiMz in the meantime. So 3-on-3 now, and the bomb is making its way upper dark, but they're taking a little bit too long with this LDLC. They've got 50 seconds left. They don't need to run into the blender.
They're really worried as well. Waiting lower dark, but smartly, Pronax is actually not going to push up too far. Now he's finally there, and he spots out kioshima, and there's a lot of information gained already. He's taken a fight, and this is dangerous. olofmeister coming in to help out. He's going to get downed by shoxie, and then kioshima picks up a second headshot, and they spot flusha. So now they know exactly what's going on here. 2-on-1, but flusha is a bit of a clutch player. This is where he does his absolute finest work. So let's see if it's all over, if LDLC are going to be able to claim this round. Kioshima's waiting. He must have maybe heard flusha. I think you heard him run through because he was ready with the underhand throw there. He's going to go and peek and definitely make sure that he's not coming from there. So they know he's long as well. Good information gathering here from LDLC at least, but we'll see. flusha comes in, looks for the first headshot. Not going to get it just yet. And the flashbang all the way over. He knows he's working against the clock. He's looking for it. There's the first. He goes for a second one. shoxie is now probably a little bit worried, as he should be. Smoke goes off as well. flusha looking for it. He runs in, sprays with the AK. Now the deagle's out. There's almost no time. I'm not sure he can do this any longer. And he's going to run out. They're going to stab each other instead. As the bomb explodes, it's going to be shoxie winning it. And actually, even a slight smile on shoxie's face. I like a wintry smile just creeping across his lips. I'm sure it was. And flusha not going to do it this time.
That is, yeah, that reaction from shoxie is just perfect. I wish we had that on instant replay. He's just that smirk like, yeah, get out, son.
That's like the first time in the whole tournament we've seen, some sort of emotion escape from shoxie's face.
But still, that's the thing though. Despite the ending and happy ending for LDLC, that was way too close to being a horrible, nightmarish ending. Because that should be an impossible situation for flusha to walk into, to be able to go through that crossfire and turn it into a 1v1. That just should not happen. So yeah. LDLC, I think they still need to recover something here. They still need to get some confidence back.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't quite the turnaround moment, but it's sort of building up to it, right? They need a lot more still. You're right. 9-12. So 3-round difference, and JW's taking up the same position that shoxie was in earlier. And is not going to be able to connect with anything. KRiMz is waiting down the middle. olofmeister picking up the second kill of the round for himself. KRiMz does go down, but flusha's there. The bomb is dropped as well. And it is a fantastic double kill coming out here from flusha as JW finishes the round without much of an issue here.
They're running out of rounds right now. This is the problem here for LDLC. They're running out of rounds, and it's actually it's pretty much the repeat of the first half. LDLC, they win a round. Guess what? Fnatic come right back in and crush them the next one, and now their money gets reset. LDLC, it looks like they're going to be able to go for a buy, or they're going to force it. Let's see. It's going to be a force. This is now where LDLC are trying to change it, because Fnatic would eat the eco in the first half. Now LDLC, I think they're really feeling the pressure, thinking 3 rounds is way too close for Fnatic. We need to stop this here. Only problem is this is a huge risk.
But I actually think LDLC have been doing this far too much this tournament. I think they lost some pretty crucial rounds against Virtus Pro on Overpass, where they managed to do these kinds of buys a lot and actually didn't get that much in return.
Yep.
So I mean, this kind of needs to work. They might have enough with the round bonus. They might have calculated that they can do Galil's armor next round anyway. So they might just be trying to see if they can't get a little bit more than maybe they should here. Molotov goes up though, and they're all running in. And JW actually is going to get smoked off. So that's pretty nice. Are they able to put the bomb down already? No, it gets shut down there. flusha with the bullet right through. And Pronax, he's there to make sure that MBK doesn't do it either. Actually, JW helping out a fair bit. Happy and shoxie are left, and they can't do anything.
No, this positioning is perfect from Fnatic. Oh, look at Happy, though. He runs up right behind. Takes a little bit too long with that kill, though, so he should not be able to get anything more here. He's going to get boxed into the corner. And there we have it, Fnatic recovering. And even, the cameraman just, that was so quick. He wasn't there fast enough. But that was just the perfect way to deal with that position, because Pronax up in Goose, he's going to be able to have that direct line onto the bomb planter. And JW's kind of the security. So it was just pretty much a perfect situation for Fnatic to find themselves in. And LDLC, because they went for the pistol armor buy in the last round, now they're into another forced situation where they have to go seize that armor. Versus double op and fully bought up Fnatic.
I don't know. I would love to have a conversation with LDLC later on about when they decide to make these choices, because it's definitely a little bit unorthodox here. JW showing the power of the CZ 75 AWP combo again, as if that hadn't been proven already. flusha's going to take the kill onto shoxie down the middle. I think MBK somehow did a little bit of team damage there. And Pronax is actually flashed for a while, but Smithzz is the only one left. And if they wanted to, they could really knife him, but they're gonna be humane about it and just take him out.
Well, they want to be just certain, right? But match point now for Fnatic in this best of 5.
JW did tell me before the match that he was planning on knifing somebody, so...
Oh, if he gets the opportunity, right? Like, he'll never say no. It's just... I guess he chose restraint this time. It wasn't going to be a showy enough kill. And he didn't want to kick them while they're down. He wants it to be a meaningful knife, Anders.
So that's 3 rounds in a row now for LDLC that have been pistol armor. The last 3, basically. And that's very, very rare you see that. I mean, one of these rounds could have been sacrificed for Glock nothing, and then another one could have been, you know, Galil armor if nothing else.
23rd round should have been Glock nothing, essentially, for a buy round.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's LDLC. They get into these sorts of situations, and shoxie's talked a lot about it in the past as well regarding Epsilon back in the day when they would make these kinds of calls to go too aggressive.
But put it differently, LDLC haven't given us any evidence to suggest that doing this is a really good thing. They haven't made it work yet. Maybe they have in practice, and maybe that's why they're thinking, you know, this is going to be a good idea. But in this tournament, they haven't so far. We shall see. Deagle here on kioshima looking for the opening on somebody. Actually, he's down the middle, sorry. It's going to be up on short. shoxie taking a fight with the Deagle as well. MBK will finally find that killer. Happy's actually going to take one Smithzz as well. Is it going to work out? It feels like maybe it might. And JW's caught in a weird spot. He's actually going to get out just in time as they come up long as well. And he picks up the bomb. And olofmeister's there to take down MBK. It's not over yet. He misses that shot. They need to get this bomb down quick, but it's just going to be shoxie left. And don't tell me it's going to be a jumping shot. He tries it one. He's going with the AWP. Not going to get it here. He's got 3 bullets left, and finally he decides to reload as shoxie. It gets a grenade on him as well. He's very low on health and just trying to stay in this map, but Fnatic are going to be able to do it. It will be 16-9 here for the Swedish team.
Bit too hot there, JW. olofmeister's like, don't worry, I've done this before, I got it.
That's pretty much it. Nice comeback from Fnatic. I mean, it wasn't like, in terms of rounds, the most ridiculous comeback, but the fact that LDLC had such a strong start in that first half, it felt like they should have had a lot more out of this map.
Yeah, agreed. It's all about maintaining that momentum, and once you start getting into that force buy scenario, that's when you can really tell